To the world.
And I'm trembling at night. Try to jump off the edge, just in fact, you're right at my feet.
Oh wait, we have an audience of 3. 2?
No. You're on camera 2.
Oh, I'm number 2. Hold on.
I had it open on my phone.
All right.
Who are you calling?
I'm doing an audio.
Calling camera 2?
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, buddy.
This is just thin. Nobody's gonna answer.
What? Hey, answer the phone. Hello? We gotta do an audio check. I did a beer check. We're all set there.
Wifey.
Oh, she didn't answer her phone. Lovely. All right. All right. I guess I should probably do the check here, which would be kind of weird to like watch myself. You know?
You want me to go do it?
I suppose it'd be a little bit easier if I go to where I have live stream right here. We'll just kind of go through here. What's wrong?
Hold on. I want to see if it's building.
Oh, you want to see if it's building white noise?
Yep.
White noise. Vision, dreams of passion running through. Okay, sorry. Wait, why doesn't it tell me you're live?
I thought we had live stream on here.
There we are. Ooh, it says you're live now.
Yeah, you're good. It is building though.
4 people are watching. All right, we are now on camera 2. I was calling my wife. All right, that looks a little bit like dark.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we may need to fix that one. All right, let's go. Up there.
Camera 2.
Hello.
You're on the bad camera, that's why.
We're gonna have you do an audio video check for us.
We can.
Are you watching? Honey, this is my big debut. There's millions of people watching and you're not? What are you doing? What are you watching, Duck Dynasty? Yes!
This is loud. I know. Okay. Just.
I know that.
I can't believe, like, this is our big debut and you're not even watching us. I'm so hurt.
Come on, Cheyenne.
I need to know, like...
Duck Dynasty's on.
You click on the link. You notified our followers.
The stick figure is being erased.
Alrighty. Love you. Alright. Hey, stay on that one for a second,
So,
Mike. Let's just have a little...
say it and I hear it again. As long as it's coming through.
Since nobody's watching, here, we'll watch that for a second. Oh, wait. That doesn't look so bad.
There's one person watching?
Ah.
That would be Chuck, probably.
Wow. That's like one more than listens to the pennies.
All right.
Low blow.
Let's tape ourselves in
They were just like, oh, we got one person watching, and Chuck's got his phone up there so he can like see it, so he's watching it technically.
Nice.
Oh, that's
So we
Chuck.
have 0.
No,
He goes-
we're good.
And then he goes.
What's our highest so far?
What?
That we had watching?
He goes.
Oh, I think it was what? 12?
12. We had an audience of 12 once. That was pretty
Once.
significant. Pretty significant. I think we should set a goal. What's our goal?
We just hung up with Cheyenne. We're the whole world. We are way behind.
We're way delayed.
All right.
That's okay though. We can be delayed. I'm okay with delay.
All right, let's do camera check.
Camera check.
Camera check.
All right.
You're on camera 1. Camera 1.
We are on camera 1, which I think is that one over here, straight in front of us. That one. Oh wait,
Camera-
I just left. I'm
camera
moving.
2.
Okay, wait, I'm moving the lighting around. Here, let's check this out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We're on camera 2.
Chuck can't be operating from the stage.
Why not?
Camera 2.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, if they want to sit there.
Camera 2. The audio out of my mic is better than yours.
The audio out of your mic is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
That
the
I'm
audio
hearing.
out of Mike's mic is...
What, volume-wise?
Yeah, it's more. You're just more echoey. Obviously, we've gone through that.
We need a light between you two shining up to get rid of those shadows. I went to cinema studies.
Oh,
What?
You got Steven Spielberg here. I spent my whole senior year was for like cinema studies.
Yes.
And EMCCS.
How long ago we said that? About 3.5 hours ago that we needed front lighting. But
That's
Chuck didn't
basically
buy enough
because of
clips and
the.
lights.
We were on camera 1, we're putting camera 1, but he was on camera 3. I don't know if that helped at all. I don't think it did. We're gonna deal with that.
It looks cool.
Hey, you know what? Where were you like 20 minutes ago? Huh? Huh? All right, you know what?
I pulled the speaker.
What do you think? You pulled the speaker.
That way there's no feedback.
And
And
what
it's
do you
not
think?
building anymore.
Are we kind of like okay as far as audio goes?
Yeah, it needs to be a little higher. Hold on. I
Well, I'm just wondering, like, I guess we should actually know if we're okay as far as audio goes on the stream. But I'm guessing nobody actually listened to that.
Go ahead.
I don't have that on that one. We'll be able to watch it. We should get it here so we can watch ourselves watching ourselves. It's all important that we do these things. Oh man.
All right, you're on camera 3.
Okay. I guess we could actually get going sometime.
And
here.
then
We
camera
don't have to
4.
take this- We're not trying
Here
to
I
take
am.
this way too serious.
And
So-
let's, oh, no, I'm not. Camera 4. There we go.
That's a good point.
All right, back to camera 1, camera 2.
Are you good with audio?
We're good with audio. You're on
Alright.
camera 2.
Well, then why don't we just go ahead and get rolling? Because
That was
this will be
6
just kind of
minutes.
fun. After 4 years. March, April?
March. Coming up on 4.
Look, I don't want to go all the way to 4 years. It just makes me feel old. Right. Let's just go with almost 4 years. Right? Almost 4 years. We're reaching the beginning. And we're really excited to be at the beginning. We've got, well, we had 4 people. We're down to 3.
They're over here.
Where's Joe? Wait, is Joe here?
Oh, Joe's.
Wait, we had 5. They're dropping out slowly.
No, he escaped.
Anyways, we're really excited to actually be here. This is the kickoff of Thursday Night Social, something we'll be doing every Thursday night down here at the Underground at Blue Bar and Grill in Rochester, New York. So for those of you who are over in Germany right now watching us, be sure to jump on a plane and join us next week. Tonight we have a really exciting show. As you can already tell, we're way behind. We don't know what we're doing. The lighting is wrong. Thanks for telling us. And, you know, but this is all really just a test. We're really just testing out all of the equipment and just beginning to introduce people to what it is we've been working on for a number of years now. This is really just the beginning. So with that, I'll turn it over to Tim.
He does this to me all the time. So, yeah. 4 years. Yeah. Well, going on 4 years. Not quite 4 years.
Are you thirsty, Chuck?
Oh, wait. We forgot the man behind the camera.
All right.
This is Mike. Say hi
All
to
right.
Mike.
You're going to turn it to me, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it to you because Tim was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
4.
All right, I'm on.
You're on?
What's going on?
Not much.
Okay.
Mike, you've been around for almost 3 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
But you
A
were there in the
long 3 years.
A long 3 years. I was looking at some. I'm gonna turn this off. I don't think we'll do this. We are up to 6 people. Woohoo!
I'm leaving.
We are
Back to camera 2.
Camera shy.
Well, there's 5 of us. Where's the other one?
No. There's 6 watching. So 6 plus the 10 people that are now downstairs. So Mike, 3 years, 4 years, we've been doing this thing,
3
these
years.
long years. It was funny, I was actually going through email today and I was looking for a logo and I ran across this like email from like, I don't know, 2002. And I'm like, it was this email to you. I was like, okay, I remember having this conversation. It's the same.
2002?
No.
I was
It
gonna
just,
say,
it
holy
just seemed
crap.
like it. But so we are Udicci. That's kind of like that. We are.
Udicci.
Yeah, it was more there was a movie about a football team. So Lucas got the reference right. Hang on, let's see if Lucas can get it right. We are. Thank you, Lucas. Come on up on stage for a second. We'll have a little fun with this. So here comes Lucas from the Dirty Pennies. Now we're going to try to convince them, with all the help in the world, to just do a whole bunch of work for absolutely no pay. It's kind of what we've been doing forever.
No pay. All
Dirty Pennies. They're going to be up here in a little bit. Well,
What camera are we at?
what's that?
Yeah, you're good. You're on camera 3. Camera 3.
We're kind of leaving it. Here, why don't you come here in front of you?
There you go.
Come here.
Center.
There you go.
You know what?
That's it.
This will be kind of fun because I have no idea. You're the
He's the
cinematographer.
He's the guy.
But you're the guy
What camera?
who took
Camera three.
classes.
Camera 3.
Three.
Where's that?
Over here?
Over here.
Camera
Right
three.
here, three. The one straight
One,
ahead.
two,
So we're
three.
gonna look straight into three.
Left or right?
Right at 3.
Right into three. We're gonna glare into three. All right, we really don't. We're not going to try to take ourselves so seriously, and we will be talking with the Dirty Pennies in I don't know, just a couple minutes, because we do want them to be a big part of Udicci and Thursday night socials. But we did want to introduce Lucas, and as soon as I guess Ryan comes back, we can bring you guys.
Yeah,
over.
we're there.
Oh, wait, you're here. I can't see you.
Go up now?
No. We need the drummer.
Yeah, really.
We need the guy with the talent.
Exactly. We
Make
need
sure you tell them to like.
You come up here and tell them yourself.
Tons of entertainment on Facebook.
Actually, absolutely. One thing you have to do right now, Lucas, Howe, Facebook. Go friend him. All right. Tell him you saw.
He's got more
regret it.
problems. He's one more.
Tell him you saw him on Thursday Night Social. He won't know what that means. So,
I saw this kid.
You gotta come up here or just sit there?
no, we'll bring you guys up in a minute, unless you're in a hurry to go somewhere.
I'm still, I don't care. We
Yeah,
can
go
be here
sit down.
for long.
Go sit down. What? Man, you know the camera. Wow. Wait.
I'm not made for camera. I'm the drummer.
So this is more or less what Thursday Night Social is all about. We actually are a reality business where we're going to let our business play out in front of you. And here's what we figured out. Succeed or fail, we're moving forward. Because we've gotten used to failure. We've done that quite a bit over the last 4 years. But we're here and we're ready to move forward. And
Where you been? Are you looking for Joe?
I'm looking for like Jerry. He
Jerry
should come up
lost.
here and say hi, but you know,
Oh, Jerry.
apparently he left. Jerry! So a little bit about tonight's show. We are literally just kind of having fun, trying to figure stuff out. We are not taking tonight very seriously. But on most nights, you'll start to get an idea of what it is that we're doing as we go through tonight. And right now, I'm actually looking for our agenda so we can speak to that. Tonight, we're going to be going through about 5 different segments. One is actually called the segment. And that is where we're going to be talking about different segments that are going to be coming up on Udicci.TV. We've got a few of them planned. A few of them are back at your whiteboard, so if you'll go back and get that picture, that'd be great. We are going to meet Lucky Caesar. Lucky Caesar's been part of our story since day one, and we're glad to have him aboard. That's Julio Jordan. He should be here shortly, and you'll know when he shows up, because he shows up with an entourage pretty much always.
And he knows that.
We got the house band. Got the house band here tonight. That's the Lucky Pennies.
The Lucky Pennies.
Okay, they're lucky. They're lucky. They're dirty. They're dirty pennies. dirty. So anyways, they're here. We're going to be talking to them a little bit and hoping to, persuade them to join us on a regular basis here. Then we're going to go through a little bit more of the boring stuff, the actual business stuff, where we're going to be talking about delivering social solutions and what that means. Then we'll get into kind of previewing what next week is. We'll talk about some of the things that are in production, like the afternoon cocktail with Amanda Ashley. We'll review the week where we talked about things like, business that just pops up out of nowhere and all stuff. So we're going to be talking about delivering social solutions and what that means. Then we'll get into kind of previewing what next week is. A little break and walk around and figure out what it is that we're doing. And when we come back, we'll figure out where we're going to go from there. You might want to stick around though, because this story of Udicci is pretty exciting, and it will not be able to be told all in one night. But I do want to leave you with this in our first segment, because it is important. We believe in setting goals, and we did that many years ago. And we have a very audacious goal. And we're going to leave you with this at the end of the first segment. Udicci is committed to hope, and we believe that we need to help end an atrocity that is in our world. And that atrocity is what we know is known as child sexual slavery. While we may be having a lot of fun here tonight, and we are doing, we are actually about building community, and we're all about economic development, there are some very serious issues in our world. And we are a company dedicated to help solving many of those issues. We do deal with helping eradicate poverty, and that is where our heart is. When we talk about actually eliminating the evil that is child sexual slavery, we believe that there are 2 components to that. One of those components is this. It is simply that it is an evil. The second is that poverty is driving what is just a horrendous cancer on humanity. And we have set a goal of to raise $2 billion to help end child sexual slavery, and we have a plan to do so, and that plan is already being enacted, and we're working on it right here in Rochester, New York, as well as around the world, including we're working with Rahema Home, who has orphanages down in Kenya, and we'll be talking more about that as the night goes on, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and take a break. And I have no idea what a break looks like on Thursday Night Social, so here it goes. My daughter's calling. With that, let's put on some pennies. Hello? Hey there! We're on TV! We're on TV! You said we're on phone! Or on a computer.
Dude, it's so
Or on something. So we'll be back in a few minutes.
It's good there.
It's a really concept. All it is just getting that reach to everybody.
What's really interesting is seeing it all come together after this one.
Dude, it's so
Drove out to the country with my feet.
So we'll be back in a few minutes.
All it is just getting that reach to everybody.
Seeing it all come together after this one.
Little breaks like this, we actually want to do breaks because we want other people to be able to take the stage. Do you think we should actually just open the stage up, people take it? Should we have this conversation go?
Whoops is where I used to lay my head.
The only picture we got is the one that's just
All right.
the only picture we got is the one that's just
All right.
I had to pull out that speaker because it was.
Oh, okay. I told Terry, I said, one of these guys come down and represent blue. And he goes, got it. And Joe's like, got it. They go, Justin, go down and play with your daddy. If you guys want to grab a glass and hit some of this, go ahead.
Where's the glasses at?
I can go grab one. Couple.
All right, Tim, you ready?
Hold on, I didn't know.
Wait, who's getting the glasses?
Yeah, bring your glasses.
Did he get a glass?
Yeah, you got it. They're grabbing you with them.
Check, check. Check, check.
All right, you guys both good to go?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the walk. Have some fun on social media.
All right, you do that then.
Oh, great.
What? No, Buffalo. Wow. What? Yeah, Buffalo. Yeah, thanks.
Alright. Well, I've been tasked to restart the show. Are we live?
I think so.
Mike, are we good?
Oh,
Is this live or is it Memorex?
we're all.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
Flag the tape.
25 minutes in.
Okay, 25 minutes in. We gotta edit that.
Hold
Remember
on.
that.
You're on camera 1, Tim.
All right, Tim.
I'm on
Which is
camera.
the black and white.
Black and white. All right. We're going back live, and tonight we're going to bring up the Dirty Pennies and learn a little bit more about them, and maybe ask them a couple of questions. So, come on up, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
My name is Luke. I am the
Yes.
drummer for the Dirty Pennies. Tim,
What's up, buddy?
thanks for having us. Ryan, sit
Mr.
down.
Ryan.
Ryan, just sit down.
Ready for this?
Wow, you're like so. You're so professional. You're so.
A couple of questions. So, come on up, guys.
Hello, everybody. My name is Luke. I am the
Yes.
drummer for the Dirty Pennies. Tim,
What's up, buddy?
thanks for having us. Ryan, sit
Mr.
down.
Ryan.
Ryan, just sit down.
Ready for this?
Wow, you're like so. You're so professional. You're so.
A couple of questions. So, come on up, guys.
Hello, everybody.
Is that the focus, or what is that?
Of the face.
Yeah.
Everyone always, it's like ever since anyone has seen me play drums, they're always just like, dude, like the first thing they say is just like, dude, your faces. It's like your faces when you're playing.
Is it conscious, or is it something that you just don't even realize?
It's
you're
just
doing?
a.
I think it has
being
to
a
do-
musician. You just have like that musician face.
Okay.
Every musician's got like their face when they play.
Oh,
Like few of our friends and some other bands, you know, they just got their face with their jam.
Do I have a
out.
face?
I don't know. I don't really try not to
You
look
look
at your
at your
face a
face.
lot.
Try not to look at it.
I try not to look at your face too much.
exactly. So this is the Dirty Pennies. We're going to be hopefully including them in a lot more episodes coming up soon. And so Ryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is you're trying to get out of the feel of the band? Because you guys are definitely unique for for what you do.
Well, our main thing I think is trying to bring back the rock and roll style of actual like rock music and to bring in the blues as well. I mean, I've been listening to the blues ever since I was probably, I don't know, 7, 8 years old. I loved it from the get-go. So, and then our contrast with him being in metal bands and stuff kind of brings in this different realm of blues rock, and that's kind of where we've just been going with, as well as some folk stuff in between there.
Okay, so you're more of a blues rock band is what you're kind of classifying.
Trying to classify as to, I guess, the best of ability, because normally our ideas change.
You
Like
say like
every month.
alternative blues.
I
That's how I like to.
guess. Like,
That's a good one.
That's how I like to put it. I guess if people ask.
yeah, people
Sure.
ask, and I'm like, I don't know. You can tell me.
Right. No. So so I'll start with you. Who are some of your inspirations as far as drummers
As far as
or
drummers?
music is concerned as well?
Oh man. Well, I primarily started out playing a lot of metal. It's just kind of always been my thing. Few of my inspirations. Let's see here. Neil Peart was always my first one. He was always like just the drummer that I learned so much from. But I mean, even since that, I've learned a lot. Like there's drummer, his name's Mike Portney from Dream Theater.
Okay.
His technique is just ridiculous, and just from watching his stuff.
Sure.
Like you just pick on, you just pick up a bunch of different things. There's Jordan Mancino from As I Lay Dying. He's probably one of the tightest drummers I've ever seen.
Tight.
Yeah.
He is tight.
Just like a
Tight like
freaking
a toy. I'm sorry.
But just I don't know. I just started out playing metal. I was in and out of a lot of metal bands. None of them, never really got.
Oh my gosh. Next is coming to
Take it off there,
Bills.
Chuck.
When he starts
I
shooting dollar bills, I'm running.
thought he was literally taking his shirt off. I was like, wow, he might be serious. We're about to bro down right now.
Bro down. Have some bromance in the Brunderground.
The Brunderground. We rode down to the Brenda Graham. That's a good one.
No, but
Sorry.
so you know, but I don't know. Just when we started, me and Ryan we were in another band with a few of other of our friends, and you know, they wanted to just do something a little bit more jazzy. They were really good. It was like a really good mix of stuff, but you know, we just kind of always were partial to like that bluesy rock type of scene.
Sure. The guy have lyrics too. I mean, we weren't really. I wasn't singing at the time. I didn't really start singing probably until we started playing more together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I mean, since it started, it's been a good time. We meshed pretty well with how we play.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that. What about you? Inspirations? I know you got kind of a very broad range from what I understand. So
I like to listen to weird music. Yeah. a lot of very strange things. But I started out. Johnny Cash was my main influence when I was probably when I was really young.
Sure.
And from then I was really into Americana, like folk, just singer-songwriter stuff for a while, like Josh Ritter, if anybody's familiar with that. He's one of my favorite artists, and I was into that forever, and I went through reggae. I go through so many stages. But I mean, I guess my biggest inspiration as far as like the music that we play and the music that we make is probably Jack White. Jack White is, he's the
man.
Yeah.
He puts everything out there every time he plays, and that's kind of the way that we want to try to do things too. And they did it with two people, and for the most part, he did a lot of the work, and you could make anything possible with just yourself.
And they were good for a while too, so they
were
definitely
huge.
talent.
He's still doing pretty good for himself.
Sure. Now, I've heard you mention before, like you guys were practicing Norman Greenbaum, "Spirit in the Sky," and it's to me that's one of the classics. I love that. What other sorts of like old school inspirations do you think kind of have driven you to where you are?
Well, I like doing a lot of like really early age blues, like Son House and like Robert Johnson and all those people, because lyrics are still always like #1 priority to me as far as like music. I mean, in a sense, for me, it kind of comes second because I started writing before I picked up an instrument, so it's kind of always been that. But they're still amazing at guitar, so it's kind of like they're incredible.
Yeah.
Nice. Cool. So. I was told that we're possibly talking with you about having you come down and be the house band. And so what about that? Is there anything that you guys want to kind of talk about, what you would like to bring to what we're doing, and you know, some of the feel that you think that you could bring into into what we're doing in this crazy madhouse that's two people out in the audience right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if there's something that you can bring, what type of feel would you like to bring in that case?
Well, I think we probably still do a lot of our main songs, but I mean, I remember the one time we played here once, and we do it all the time, is where like, I used to do this all the time with like my family and like friends and stuff. We would just sit down and be like, all right, somebody name a genre and somebody name a topic.
Right.
And just kind of go off like that. So kind of just a creative, just like
flow.
Just, entertainment from every end that we can bring, I guess.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So, anything you want to share about your experiences? I mean, you're the marketing guy, so.
The marketing guy. Anything you want to say about that, Ryan? The marketing guy.
I left the Facebook up.
I am the Facebook man.
Yes.
Apparently, according to Ryan.
Every mood of the day.
But no,
Make sure
you know,
tell everybody.
I just want people.
How many smiley faces do you think you go through on a Facebook
At
page
least
once a day?
I didn't put any up today.
You didn't put up a single smiley face
I didn't
today?
do any today. Listen, I like to leave people
reality
in a good
music.
mood.
Reality music.
That's amazing.
I like to leave people
I'm proud of you.
in a good mood.
You know
But
what?
anyways,
I gotta say, when I see that smiley face, I just brightens my day. Immediately.
That's
So.
okay. Job is completed at that point.
Perfect. You got somebody's attention.
Exactly.
Immediately.
Which is kind of what we want to do here. You know, we want everybody. We want to bring back that old music that, you know, just not. I just feel like, you know, some of today's music. I like a lot of today's music. Don't get me wrong, but you know, we just want to bring back that old style
with a modern feel.
And just with a modern feel. And we want people, you know, to be able to look at like a two-man like Jack White. You know, there was two people in that band.
Right.
And like we have three, but it's just, you know, you don't need 6, 7 people to make a band. Really, you can just make music any way you want.
Yep.
And that's we like to we don't. It's the same thing. We don't like to really stick to a genre because we play all the we play reggae. We can play blues. Or we can just play just acoustic.
Can't do dubstep though.
Can't do dubstep. What is that? Honestly,
dude.
No dubstep.
Like pushing buttons and
We should just do that.
Want to?
Yeah,
We're gonna change. We're actually not
do some
the
Miley
Dirty
Cyrus
Pennies
covers.
We're hanging out a wrecking ball pretty soon.
I have a song called Wrecking Ball. It's actually a really funny story, but one of the first songs I recorded, it's actually on one of my solo albums, but me and Jesse recorded it like a week before the Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball video came out. And so I get an email from Jesse of the video from Wrecking Ball. And I was like, well, okay, she beat me to it. Like, I'm done. So it got more likes on Facebook though, because I think people immediately thought I did a cover of Wrecking Ball. So now I gotta do Miley Cyrus.
There you go.
It has to be done now.
We'll be expecting you to be swinging from the
Party in the
Yeah,
USA.
can we get a wrecking ball hanging here?
Put my hands up.
Exactly.
Playing my song.
So, well, hopefully we'll be seeing you again soon.
Oh,
and
yes.
what?
Let's talk about this.
Well, you come up and you take. Okay, wait a minute. Come on. You finish the interview.
He was like, I'm out of questions.
I'm out of questions.
He's got popcorn. He's got his beer.
Some popcorn, beer.
Is that some popcorn?
Can you actually bring the beer up and just
You got cards over there while you're at it?
yeah, you gotta play some poker.
We got some
It's not beer.
pizza coming. Here, we'll hide the labels this way.
Oh yeah.
Right, we gotta think about that, right? Yeah,
We're in any. Okay.
No, right, yeah, we have to
I don't want to be sued by
But, you said it.
Isaac.
Yeah.
I said Isaac.
We just got
And
to
we got some
No,
poop corn.
No,
food court.
it was Lucas who said it. All right.
Said what?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
But that's okay. Actually, in a couple weeks we'll have. Well, I guess it's not technically signed yet, so we probably can't even use those real labels. But like those really cool commercials that they show on the Super Bowl of that one. What do they call it? Hub Light? No. And they've got that gold. Yeah, they got horses. That brand. That brand.
It's red and white.
Yes. Right, but the new one
Liquid
is red and
in
white.
it.
They got that high end, not silver, not gold, whatever the other later. Anyways, they should be out here in a couple weeks. So I don't know. You guys want to play on that night?
Yeah.
We should.
We should do that. I don't know when that'll be.
I don't think we got anything more.
What
What's
day?
the date?
I have no idea.
You have
That's
no
why I
idea.
said it hasn't been signed yet. That's why.
Oh, okay.
What's that? Thursday night, right? It'll be a Thursday night. How's that help? So what do your Thursday nights look like typically?
Typically, I work early, and then if we practice, we practice. If we don't, we don't. So.
I usually work out.
He's a muscle man.
No, I usually work till about 8 o'clock, and then we can shoot out here afterwards.
So 8 o'clock. You'd have to. So what time could you be here by? Well, you got here earlier than 8 tonight.
Oh, normally we're.
Yeah,
As long as we know we're fine.
We'll be able to get here.
We usually get.
I didn't have work today.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
worked the past 3 days. I don't really.
Yeah, he's been doing nothing. Nothing with
I've
us.
been working.
He's
That's
been
about it.
on Facebook.
He's been on. He's
He's
been on Facebook overload.
So I guess this is my thing. I would love, and I know it's asking way too much, but to me, I'd like you guys to think about how often would you like to come out here? Every Thursday. We're going to be doing this every Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it that I don't care if you get here at 8 o'clock. Come on after we're done. We'll throw some music on between times. No harm, no foul type thing. I love when you got out here and we just started having some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Name the genre. That was a lot of fun over at Festivus. We had a lot of good feedback about that. So, if that's something you guys want to do, get into.
The more we play, the better. I guess at this point.
And as far as I can, call it practice.
Alright.
We have practice here.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to make it a set. I mean, this is obviously anything other than professional business, right? Is that right?
There's beer involved and everything's good.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
all right. So you guys think about how often you want to do that. You're welcome here whenever you want to be here. And let's make this a good year for you guys.
We're gonna do it.
We're excited. I mean, the CD will be done and everything is starting to move forward. So we're excited. We're
Yeah.
very excited.
And we're thinking spring-ish, and I heard that the CD release party is going to be.
Realistically, we want to go no later than May.
Right.
Well, like
Okay.
May, like before June. You
And
have,
regarding the release party, because I know that's a topic.
we need to.
No, it's not. It's not. I was actually just having fun with it.
Yeah, but no, I want to do one here. I do.
Okay.
I really do. But we've also talked about the idea of doing like multiple ones.
I think you should.
I think we should too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
think
I think
it's a good idea.
It's a good idea because by that time, like, we'll have CDs and other things to give out.
And that
so-
other place you're considering,
Love
it's
it.
a nice crowd. I know.
I see. We haven't played there.
Oh, they get
We've
it.
never played there.
We've never played it, but we have a lot of friends there and people that work
He
there.
has. He played some of his solo
I've
stuff
gone
there.
to I've gone to a few shows there. It's a nice place.
Is it?
You guys absolutely need to do that. I mean, basically, you have to expand beyond the 4 or 5 new venues.
Yeah, but we definitely would like to do
Oh,
it
yeah.
here.
We
It's
love
always-
this place. We love you guys. So it's good.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are like now a touring band all the way out to Canandaigua on occasion, so that's gonna be
Yeah,
pretty
dude,
cool.
touring.
Touring.
I think we should like make it a deal that as long as it's not Thursday night, like we have a whole bunch of groupies follow you from Rochester to Canandaigua.
That'd be
need
good.
All right, when are you doing the next Canandaigua gig?
We haven't planned
we
it,
haven't
but I
played
mean, we
it.
probably could.
I was talking to the owner last time we were there for a little while, and he really likes our stuff too. So
That's fine.
he wants to do something.
Actually,
He was lying. He was like,
He said
Yeah.
he was just telling it to me for me to shut up.
I grew up in Canandaigua, so I have a good reason to go out there.
yeah.
So we'll have fun.
It's cool.
So,
it's nice.
I do too.
all right, so we'll plan definitely. I'll let you know exactly when that other event's happening, and if in the meantime, again, you guys want to start considering your Thursday night jams, because honestly,
It gives us a good date for us to get together and practice.
Yeah.
So it's like,
all right.
And if we want to set it on Thursday, I mean, I can change my availability
Yeah.
for for Wegmans, so I'm out at 6
It'd be,
or something.
it'd be
like
something
that.
I think we definitely
Yeah.
should do because
I'm into
a
it.
lot of times we'll go through a week and be like, we don't have time. But like it's making time of Thursdays and Thursdays, like the day, then we should do it. So
no, actually, that's and I love that you just said that because a big part of our business is about like accountability, is setting those goals, getting that structure. Because I mean, when it comes to business, and music is a business.
Yep.
Other than that, you're really just going to be okay. Music can simply be an art, and I don't mean it otherwise, but if
It's a business.
You'd rather it be a business, so that was your job,
right,
right?
yes.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to start thinking about, hey, make Thursday nights, and we'll be expecting you guys out here. Talk about it, think about it, not look.
do it.
You want to do it?
Yes,
All right.
do it.
You guys, yeah. Talk between yourselves, just figure it out. But
We got it. We definitely do it.
Yeah.
you gotta know I'm a salesperson. I'd close you on the spot, and I don't want to do that.
Overall, we will talk about it.
Yeah, no,
we'll
you
talk
guys talk.
about it. But
Yeah.
overall, it's a great idea.
And that's one of the things Jerry wants to do here at Blue. He actually wants to create nights that bands who are just getting started, whatever it is, if we have nothing going on, he's like, come practice. Let this be your practice venue, and have fun with it because he wants to support the local, local
It would
music.
definitely be cool to get like multiple like different bands and stuff like and make it kind of like a music, but like also like whatever else you.
And definitely, I know we're working on that something for summertime too, trying to do a big fest outside.
Yeah.
Not like we did.
We
last
had, and I've been talking to, there is a few bands that we have played with that I've talked back and forth a few times, like Fish God,
Yeah.
they're just starting too. They literally been playing just as long as we have.
Yeah, they're real good.
And they're like full of energy, awesome,
Yeah, awesome.
ska,
Ska,
ska punk
upbeat.
pop type band, and they're sick.
Okay.
And there's
Gun Trouble.
Gun Trouble, dude. Like
Real
we
good.
played with them at Bug Jar, and they were just
They
they're
rock
sick.
it.
Let's put together some night.
We should.
I mean, you talk to your guys,
Yeah.
we'll make it happen. And a lot of the times we won't always have the streaming because it requires all of this.
Yeah, that's
right?
fine.
But even if we wanted to do like 1 or 2 cameras and just had it run, we'll just run the freaking shows all night long and let people watch it.
Yeah.
That'd be
You
good.
know,
That'd be
so we
good.
can have some fun with that.
We definitely can do some pretty cool things with everything we got here.
That's what we
lot of
want.
research.
That's just, we want this. I mean, we built it, yes, for our business, but for you guys, for all the people that we want to work
Oh,
with.
yeah.
And
We-
Jesse,
Yeah, not to
come
mention
join us.
Vakora.
Jesse, where are you? Poor guy's underwater. Have you been
It's
there?
probably. Oh yeah.
Haven't been there since, but I'm not gonna say the good thing about it, but the good thing about where it flooded was in a room where there wasn't really like.
The back.
It was like the back
Okay.
room.
Yeah.
Back, like, so, like none of like the instrument, like I think he had some stuff back there, but overall,
I keep And I'm like, are you sure you're not ready to move that studio? Because Jerry's like, what if we built this out? Would he move the studio in? I'm like, maybe.
I don't know.
It would be too much.
He's like confined in there. He loves it.
Yeah.
The kids are right there.
Oh,
It's the perfect setting for him as far as it goes. And I guess there's going to be a show that he's doing shortly with the Court. I think 77s is coming up.
I did hear something about
I think
that.
they're
I
doing-
hope so. I haven't seen him.
You're
in a
doing a
while.
show there? Or here?
Nice.
Well, that's
Awesome.
what he said. So I don't know.
That's awesome. I haven't they haven't played in a while. I want to see them really bad.
Yeah, they haven't. I'm surprised.
Yeah, they're awesome though.
I did go last time, but I ended up sitting outside, so I didn't hear him.
Really?
Right? Yeah, we like Garrett, Alexander's father.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. He showed up. We hadn't seen each other in ages, so we ended up just sitting outside. I'm like, okay, I didn't hear the band. But
Where was it at?
Boulder, right?
Well, they play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I think they're doing something at Flair House Saloon too.
Let's see
That's
something
kind
like
of that's a newer advice.
Where are they from? I thought they were like a national kind of just constantly touring. No, oh, you're talking the Court.
Oh, the
Yeah.
77s?
I'm talking 77s,
77s
yeah.
are
Oh.
relatively new.
Wait, who
They
is that?
tour quite a bit. They're really good too.
Oh, okay.
Jesse showed me a couple.
Oh, you're talking the Court being good. Oh.
Core is good.
Yeah. they're good.
Jesse sucks, but of course.
Jesse, oh my God.
I mean, if it was,
Wow.
yeah, if it wasn't for anybody else, absolutely.
It's always the drummer that gets picked on.
What? He's a drummer?
If you want to call him that,
Yeah.
Jesse, if you're watching,
he's not.
We love you, brother.
yeah,
He's not practicing his drums.
yeah, he's
Hopefully.
Good. Hopefully, my goodness.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we're gonna get this show moving on to something else. I'm still waiting for Julio to show up, but we thank you for showing up tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning of Udicci.TV. So
beginning
you guys were like,
of a bunch of great things.
Yes.
it's gonna actually be fun. This summer is
is.
gonna be a lot of fun.
We're looking very forward to it.
So
Forward
cool,
to all
guys.
of it.
Awesome.
Thank you. Always, man. Love you guys.
Love you too, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a good segment.
Good.
That's cool. All right.
Woman of Mine by the Dirty Pennies. She could have stayed on the floor. I thought she's mine to keep, but I don't know anymore. Well, I know I'm forgetting, but I can't tell anymore.
Wrecking Ball by the Dirty Pennies.
Spend our whole lives crashing into walls, ending up in the rubble for beneath. And now I'm just pulling on life. Take me where I wanna be. And meanwhile, you're a stranger to me. I'm just waiting on some change of scenery. We were young, we had it all to ourselves. Just throwing stones into the sea. Had no idea how deep the ocean gets. Flying above, can't swim beneath. And now I'm just trying to do it on my own. I'm just like you, you're just like me. We'll all tear off our angel wings for a chance to find some change of scenery. We all live on this wrecking ball, scared to death of what we see. Spend our whole lives crashing into walls, ending up in the rubble for beneath. And now I'm just pulling on to take me where I wanna be. And meanwhile, you're a stranger to me. I'm just waiting on some change of scenery. I'm just waiting on some change of scenery.
Like the thing is, like Jack White is like the truth is, like, you know, as far as like actual, like, you know, notes and like, you know, actual like skills that people are like instructed on by learning, nobody can play.
That was a bit of a long downtime thing, and
That's all.
yeah, what's that? Oh wait, okay, we're good.
I said you guys are impossible.
Now we have a whole bunch going on, so come on, join us back up. So welcome back, and we're having our second guest, which is really a lot of fun for us. This is for Julio Jordan, good friend of mine, and just author of the book 2. Oh, that means we're on camera 2. By the way, camera 2, camera 1, 3.
Hello, so what was 2 again?
1 is right at Mike.
1.
2 is the left light. And 1 is the, or 3 is the upright light.
Okay. Nice.
So Julio had no idea what we were actually doing tonight. He just showed up because he always is kind of a good guy for that. He's always willing to jump in and have some fun with us. So we are live, and we're being streamed to the world. We've got at least a good 1, 3, 4 people watching right now. Three people. We are cranking. We were up to 6.
2, including me.
We were up to 6 at one point, so maybe we'll get some people to come back. That's one of the things we'll have to figure out is make sure it keeps going on for a while. But anyways, Julio's here to join us tonight. He's been working for many years now on a book that he published this year.
Yes.
And talk about some of the plans that he wants to do going forward, and hoping that we can make those happen down here at the Underground and make it all part of the streaming that we're going on. So with that, I'm going to just turn the whole thing over to you. Let's talk about what it is you want to do.
I think it's just an extension of what I've already been doing. I look at this place and I look around, and it's me. It's who I am. It's the environment that I grew up in, and just want to be able to use that and to be able to kind of, my hopes and my short-term yet long-term hopes are to be able to make the book a visual experience. You know, right now you have the book, which is something you can read. My hopes are to turn it into an experience where I take you through the life and times of Lucky Caesar via visual stimulation, for lack of a better term. Want to be able to maybe do a play, one-man show, basically using spoken word, using rap, using great visuals to be able to tell the story in an animated live fashion, so that people can sit in all these empty seats and really just become part of the story. So I think it'll be a unique twist on the book. I think the book has done very well, and the feedback that I've gotten has been that people want more. They want more. They love the story. Even though there's a lot of hardships and there's a lot of adversities, they still feel good because they know that through it all, I was able to emerge. So I think giving them a little taste of that and having that being done by the author himself, myself, I think it'll be a good twist on the book. And I don't think that it's something that has been done, and if it has been done, it's not something that I know locally has not been done. So I definitely want to be able to work on that and kind of bring that to life and bring that to fruition. Because like I said, it's received a great warm welcome. It's received a great warm embrace. So now I figured, you know what better way to kind of tell the story and elaborate more on the story than to do so in my own words. And like I said, it will probably be a combination. I have a guy that does animation, so part of it would be an animated twist to the story, but then I would also be incorporating the spoken word through either reciting poetry or also reciting, I would say, hip-hop rap style lyrics to kind of take the audience through each chapter of the book, some of the pivotal parts of the book, and to be able to bring those to life so that people can now visually see exactly what's in the book, you know?
Let's talk about, you mentioned Lucky Caesar. I'm going to bring you back to one of the things you first said. For those who are watching, 3 that are watching right now. But those who hopefully will be watching after we do some editing and we spit it out. Just, who is Lucky Caesar?
Lucky Caesar is basically just, it's a character that I created, but it really depicts who I am or who I was growing up in the South Bronx. I chose the word lucky just because of the fact that in my surroundings especially, everything is always brought to luck. Everything is kind of associated with luck. The mere fact that I made it out, a lot of people consider lucky. And it's just throughout life, that's something that I saw a lot, I heard a lot, and it wasn't really embraced, the fact that if you work hard and you seize certain opportunities, that you made your own luck. It was always luck. If you got a great job, oh my God, you're lucky. If you were able to buy a house, oh, you're so lucky. If you were able to find the right partner in life, oh, you're lucky. Everything is just luck. And I don't believe in luck, but it's ironic that I chose to name the book Lucky Me, the character Lucky Caesar. I also have a media production company, which is Lucky Caesar Media Production. So I use that to my advantage because even though I know that it has nothing to do with luck, I kind of want to capitalize off of that whole association with everything that you do that's positive being lucky, and even some things that are negative. You know, if you were at the wrong place at the wrong time and you happen to walk away, I mean, I'll take an example. Probably a couple months ago, at a local establishment here, I was with a gentleman who ended up dying that night. You know, he ended up being murdered that night. And we were shooting pool, we were hanging out, everything was just good, no problems, like what we're doing here. And a couple hours later, you know, he's dead. And a lot of people would attribute that to luck, like, oh, you're lucky that you left when you left, you know. And I don't look at it really as luck. I look at it as chance. I look at it as certain other variables that came to play into that. But I don't think there's anything lucky about that. I don't think it's lucky that he was murdered and I wasn't. I just didn't put myself in that situation. So I don't think that has to do with luck. I think that has to do with just gut instincts and being able to walk away from a situation that you know it's probably not the best situation to be in. You know, it has nothing to do with luck. Yeah. But at the same time, I love the play on words, and I love the fact that people associate these things with luck. So why not?
Now, having read through your book, I can absolutely affirm for our audience that there was no luck in your life, in your early life. But knowing you now, at least I would say that you are blessed. Yes, and for those who don't know the book, I think they should pick it up. It's Lucky Me, The Life and Times of Lucky Caesar, and read through it. If you really want to understand what it is, and again, our business is about overcoming adversity as well as looking at poverty and the effects of poverty. You grew up in New York City, and the wealthiest country in the world, but in such abject poverty. And not only with lack of money, which is, you know, it's almost a hopelessness that ends up going. And there's like a belief that I read. You didn't speak to it directly, but there's a belief that I read through your book that the only thing was survive. Yeah. There wasn't. It wasn't hope. It wasn't about relationship. It was only survive. And for me, when I read through the book, and I'm going, how is that happening in New York? I'm sorry, in America. And then to think about that, that's only it's here in America. It's around the world. So I can assure the audience that there's no luck in the early parts of your life there, which really spelled out through that book. Now, I am very intrigued about the whole spoken word thing. I'd like to kind of let's say the one-man show. Yes. I love the idea of having multimedia surrounding it, the whole animation piece of it. How do you see that playing out? Do you see it as delivering a certain number of chapters every quarter, or how are you starting to think through this process a little bit?
What I'm doing right now is I'm creating a timeline, and within that timeline, the book takes place over the first 18 years of my life. So what I want to do is have a timeline, and have each part of the play, I forget what the actual terminology in the play world is, but it's basically have each scene be a part of that timeline and pick throughout the book pivotal points that have to do with certain choices that are made that make or help you to have your own luck, and scenes and parts of the book that are powerful in the sense of showing the realities. Like you said, I mean, it's crazy to think that in this country with so much opportunity that a lot of this not only existed but still continues to exist. So it hasn't changed in the sense. I think more people are awake and more people are aware of the fact that they have opportunity more than before. But to be able to say, hey, you know what, I'm not a product of my environment. You're not a product of your environment. And within that, like I was saying, is I want to be able to capture those pivotal moments and be able to bring those to life, maybe key in on 5 to 6 pivotal points of the book, and then bring those to life, like I said, with a variety of the spoken word. So we might go into a storyline where it kind of introduces you to my upbringing, to who I am, which is the beginning of the book, how my parents met, and then kind of walks you through that visual story, and it kind of just intertwines and goes back and forth between the spoken word, between the visuals, between the hip hop, just to kind of capture the essence of what the book really is.
I love the presentation because basically having read the book and knowing that that is you, but yet also knowing you from other, even what we did at Festivus and having it delivered, it's the same story, but just delivered from a different era, a different time, a different mindset.
Yeah.
And I love it because it's a perspective of the same life.
Absolutely.
Now, are you seeing this starting like on a monthly basis? You'll do 2 to 3 nights in a row. How would you see the play coming together?
You know what? Honestly, that I will leave to quote unquote luck. In the sense of, I will gauge the general, the viewers, population's interest in it. I'm pretty certain that because of the fact that the story is something that's as powerful and it kind of brings you in and it kind of evolves you into it, that it'll be well received, and I think that the people will determine how often I do it. But right now, I would love to be able to do a weekend, maybe do like a Friday, Saturday. I want to do it in a sense where it's going to be basically, if you're not here, then I don't know where you are that day, but I hope wherever it is that you are, it's much better than here, because I want it to be an experience. I want it to kind of be, it just came to my head right now, but I want it to be like a Universal Studios experience. I want it to be something where you go to like a Universal Studios and you get on the Harry Potter ride or whatever ride it may be. It's not just a ride. It's an experience, and there's so much more that goes into you sitting in that car and you're buckled in. Is you go through the whole entire movie, you go through that experience, so that if you can associate with it, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I remember this and I remember that. I want this to be exactly that, and because of that, I know that the people that are in attendance the first night that I deliver it, the word is going to spread to the point where other people are going to want to see it, because they're going to feel like, I missed out. I missed out. Kind of like the play that we did a couple of months ago. So that's what I'm hoping to do, and I'm hoping the word of mouth to kind of dictate how often it's done. But yeah, the hopes are I would love to be able to do it, maybe twice a month, every month. That would be a beautiful thing.
And when do you see, and I can't hold you to this, and I get it because you've got the creative process involved, and I understand that you weren't here earlier. I'm like, our creative process, and you've been a part of it, has been now, 4 years now to get to this point? So it's very difficult sometimes to pinpoint when you're ready to go, but when do you foresee this? Is this this summer, fall?
I'm hoping actually, and it's an aggressive goal, but I am hoping to be able to have the first show take place, I would say late May, early June. To be honest with you, to kind of kick off the summer. I'm currently working on my next book, which really has nothing to do with Lucky Me, but it is still an extension of my life, and it's still loosely based on my life, because everything that I write is going to be that genre, that urban lifestyle. But this next book that I know I've talked to you about, Barcelo Dreaming, is going to be another one of those stories of just a feel-good story, to be able to be there with the character and to be able to go through their struggles, but to be able to not only go through their struggles, but go through their triumphs as well. So I think that that's going to be a great thing, and I kind of want both those things to kind of mix hand in hand. So that book I'm anticipating releasing in August, which is when I released, August 8th of 2013 is when I released Lucky Me. So I'm hoping right around that same time to release the new book. By then I want to have this one-man show up and running, and by that time have already established a following behind it. So right now, aggressively speaking, I would have to say it's going to be no later than June of this year. So I would figure within the next few months. The great thing about me, and I think you know that already, is writing is not something that I think about, I just do it. I don't sit there and plan these things out. It's just I sit in front of my laptop, and it just flows from my heart, so I don't have to sit there and rehearse it. I don't have to sit there and really give it a lot of thought in that respect. But at the same time, I want to make sure that the show itself is something that is well thought out. I know I'll have input from you guys, and I have a lot of input from people that I hold close, and I value their opinions. I value their feedback. So I'm confident that I can put it together. And obviously, it being the first time that I ever do something like that, even though I started in my first play, I'm working on starting on another play now. It's still going to be a learning opportunity for me. So I know that from the first show to the second show to the third to maybe the 20th, if I'm lucky enough, is going to get progressively better. And I know myself, being a perfectionist and wanting things to be just right. Yeah, I'm confident that that's a good target. A good target is June of this year.
Cool.
So
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to it because I know we have, again, Jesse, we're talking about you if you're listening. You're probably not. I did tag you on Facebook. I know if Lucas would have tagged you, you probably would have responded. But nonetheless.
what's up, Jesse?
I know, like Jesse has talked for years about something called, and I just lost it, cerulean blue, what do we call it?
Cerulean.
Anyways, there's a Reading, a story that we've talked about, which is sort of an animation meets real, which was kind of what we started on Festivus there, and I could see them fitting together really well. And I love the idea of having stories that are completely independent, but obviously like you kind of pass through their story and they cross through. And I'm hoping that Jesse, I'm hoping that we can get this thing off the ground. But yeah, I'm very excited. For me, reading your book, it was very insightful. Having you as a friend has been meaningful, and just seeing you rise to this next level is. And I know where you want to go. I know that you've got this heart for encouraging children to get out of young kids, young teens, to get out of the situations that they feel are kind of keeping them in bondage. And I know that your heart is about reaching kids. So for me, I'm just so encouraged to see you take these steps in life.
And absolutely, and I think to me, that's the biggest thing aside from anything else. Is to be able to at least inspire an individual, to inspire a young teenager, to inspire even a young child, to be able to have them sit there and say, hey, you know what, there is opportunity for me. Even though I may believe that there isn't, I see that there is through you, because I walk like them, I talk like them, I act like them. I come from the same environment as a lot of these kids that are struggling and are going through these situations. And it's already been something that I'm proud of, and I'm happy to have been a part of, to have, different high schools invite me to go and talk to them. And, colleges, I mean, we're talking about Nazareth, we're talking about RIT, these prestigious institutions that have had me come talk to them. And it doesn't matter if I go and talk to Monroe High School, or if I talk to East High School up in the city of Rochester, where they have some of the lowest graduation rates. They have, a lot of these issues going on. But in the same token, take the same story to Nazareth College and to RIT, speaking to these future leaders of America, of our country, and to be able to still get the same reaction and the same feeling from both audiences. You would think that the message would be construed or would be taken differently from different audiences, but in all actuality, even those that aren't in good positions still found hope and still found that sense of, what, there's more to it, and I know that there's more that I can achieve. And that's one thing that I want to make sure, because at the end of the day, we can only, we're the ones that can change this world. It's a quote that I live by, that's be the change that you wish to see in this world, by Gandhi. And it's literally, that's what it is. If you are not willing to make that change, if you're not willing to put yourself out there to say, hey, you know what, yes, I've struggled, I've went through this, I've made my mistakes, and yes, you're going to go through the same things, but at the same time, there is a silver lining at the end of it all. Go for it, shoot for it, and even if you fall short, you're still going to be a lot further along than you were previously. And I think that's the biggest thing with me.
Absolutely. That's be the change you want to see. That's it. That's each one of us. The only thing we can control is ourselves. And if we want to see a change, we have to lead that. So with that, you have thoughts, questions?
No.
Nothing? I was waiting for him, right? So, all right, well, I guess everyone's trying to bring this to some. No, it was fantastic the way it was. I do want to.
He speaks so well, you can't ask him any questions.
Oh, no, I gotta ask any questions. Hopefully I answer them before you ask them.
So, all right, so again, this is our first night. What do you think? Having fun? This is kind
No,
of
I really-
Great audience.
I really love this setup. I really like what has been done with this place. And as you said, I mean, I remember when you were just thinking about doing something like this, you know, about 4 years ago, and the thought process was there, and at times, you know, you almost went a little overboard in the sense, I'm like, Chuck, what are you talking about exactly? But knowing you and knowing how you're the type of person that could take something that most people would look at and say, wait a minute, he's got to be crazy. And you know what, I'm going to show you how crazy I am. But you know what, I said it before about you, and I'll say it again, it's the crazy ones, it's the eccentric ones, it's the ones that put out these ideas that are so far-fetched that the average person can't even comprehend what's going on in that world and that mind of yours. That's what creates a genius. You know, that's when you look at a lot of the geniuses.
No, let's leave the word genius. Leave it at crazy. We'll go with crazy.
But it's the truth, though, is you have to be willing to step out on a limb. You have to be willing to jump off. You know, I saw a quote earlier today that said, I'm the one that's crazy enough to jump off of a ledge, and then in the process, before I hit the ground, I'll invent an airplane or I'll create an airplane. And that's kind of like what you've done at this point, is you've taken that risky, you know, venture and said, you know what, I believe in this, I want this, I can smell this, I can feel this, and I'm gonna make this happen. And look, 4 years later, you've got 3 people watching. The reality of it is that those 3 people or 2 people should feel honored and privileged, because it's going to get to a point where there's going to be 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people watching, and they're going to be like, you know what, I was there from day one. I was there sitting watching these crazy guys talk about craziness, and now all this craziness is actually being followed by a lot more than just 3 people. And I would have to sit back at that point and say, that one person is going to know, and it's probably Justin. Hi, Justin. That one person is going to know that, you know what, it had nothing to do with luck. It took a lot of hard work, it took a lot of preparation, it took a lot of maximizing every opportunity that was set forth for you and making the most of it. And that's it. It's nothing to do with luck. So,
absolutely.
That's it. It's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, buddy. All right. So with that, we're kind of closing. Yeah, we'll take a short break and then we'll get the rest of the stuff done. So short break.
What's that? What are you guys? See, that's the thing. Now you've got like wheels turning, and you've got thoughts turning. I'm like, what's stopping me from having the show?
It's all finally come to fruition. I did this.
No, I think it's cool.
I mean, what do you want to do?
The screaming of the guys, right? So it's like, I hear what's
my feet. Drove out to the country to wet my feet, where the roads cut through the land and the air is so sweet. I drove up to the country to wet my feet. Well, everyone wants a big house on the hill, reeling in the big vision $100 bills. But I ain't cut out to catch those thrills. I'll have a little house at the bottom of a hill. Say goodbye for me. Say goodbye for me. I ain't ever coming home. Nobody seems to know. So say goodbye for me. spin. The bright lights have got me brain dead. Webster's where I used to lay my head. 'Cause I drove to the country to wet my feet. I drove to the country to wet my feet. And the moon was shining bright in your hands where I would be. I drove to the country to wet my feet. Say goodbye for me. Say goodbye for me. I ain't ever coming home. Nobody seems to know. So say goodbye for me. Say goodbye for me. No, say goodbye for me. I ain't ever coming home. Nobody seems to know. So say goodbye for me. Say goodbye for me. Say goodbye for me. Say goodbye for me.
You'll see now, it's HD 1080, it's 1080p to the side for you too. As soon as we get the next computer done, full screen on your TV.
I'm a man on a wire, and I'm trembling at my knees. Tried to jump off the earth, but I keep falling back on my feet. Searching heartaches of gold in an ocean so deep, and I wound it up with nothing, and I know that's how I always will be. Shoot fire with ice, and I'll never ask you twice to remember the ones you loved, that you left. You always had it all. Searching unforgotten lands with our unforgotten plans. We made peace for what we had and what we loved. We always had it all. trembling at miles. Try to jump off the edge just to find you right at my feet.
You know, kids our age, kids younger than us, are still listening to Pink Floyd, still listening to Led Zeppelin, still listening to still listening to all these
I mean, I
bands.
definitely don't
And
mind next Thursday.
you know, when you bring
Next
that
Thursday I'll
contrast
come and
back,
I'll
but with
prepare
something
something.
kind of edgy, different,
Just to
it-
kind of,
it
you know,
takes over. It takes over.
just come up with something. And then beyond that,
Something
I
that
want to come up
everybody
with that
likes. And that's the
structure,
only thing
etc.
that
And what I'll do is
we really want to.
I'll put it
It's
down
not
on
just to
paper
have
so that I can present it to you
audience
guys.
of
So that way
kids.
you can, you know,
Like,
everything is,
big
tell you know
things,
exactly where I'm
big
coming
things
from.
that I
And
want
give me
age
advice
groups
or
from.
say, you know what, that's.
And that's actually,
Yeah.
and
Like literally, I want like.
Yeah, let's make it that. Yeah, I'll find something to talk about. And yeah, definitely.
and we're gonna start working on it. But one thing we've got to figure out now is years I've been doing those intros and outros. Very close. Which is like, so I know the guy needs to figure out, okay, like the, you know, like there's like, so every time he gets, as soon as he gets good, right?
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm doing. Now, obviously, because it's a bar, you've got all the
So, this is kind of,
Social.
social. All right.
All right, you are live.
Can you hear us?
Okay. For those few of you who are still with us,
One.
we do have to say, well, tonight is probably not exactly the way.
Just me.
Just you. It's just Mike. All right. So, let's do a quick gut check. Right now, we've got one person watching. That's Mike, and we've got nobody down here.
Perfect.
What'd you guys think of the beginning of Udicci.TV?
It's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I thought that was, if we could do that every week, that would be awesome.
It'd be better if people were watching.
We had a few people watching.
At one point, Nikki actually said she appreciated it. Thank you, Nikki.
That was, and obviously, we're gonna have to keep the show.
Yeah.
Moving.
You add the content up in front and all that.
Are you on camera?
No, I'm not on camera,
should
but
be
let
talking
me
if you're not on
switch.
Actually, earlier today. So one of the things that we need to kind of do is,
Now I'm on camera.
yeah, it's kind of like breathe a little bit and make sure that Mike has time to say something and switch.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so you're gonna have to play with that. It's not
Yeah,
switching's not an easy job.
No, you got to make sure that you're looking and focusing. I mean, something like that.
And Mike said, focus? Yeah,
Me
that's
focus?
So what'd you guys think? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Two.
Two.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a lot of. That was amazing, actually.
That really
That was really cool.
That was interesting.
Julio is very excited. He's coming back next week,
Oh, nice.
and he's gonna, he's really putting some thought into it. So he should become a regular segment, just like we've always hoped that would happen. It sounds like the pennies are coming back, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I
That's.
think they're coming back.
I think so. It's kind of fun. All right, so
They were having a lot of fun on camera, which was good.
yeah, no, they really did. So how do you think you did on your interview?
No, but that's okay.
Why?
Well, no, I was aware of things that I was doing, so I'll figure it out.
I thought you did fine.
Okay. Yeah.
What did you think? How was this interview?
Hold on, let me switch. Let me switch. I had to switch the camera first before I talked. You just said that. I thought
It's not the
it was
beer.
very relevant questions, so it was really good. Keep it up, Tim.
I thought that the Dirty Penny interview was very good. I thought it was fun.
Okay.
Where did you feel like? What were you thinking?
I was thinking that I probably need to be looking at the camera more and trying to transition
Okay.
them to the camera
Yeah.
more. And that was one of the things because they kept looking at me. So
I
That's
started
fine.
wondering, do we want to change camera angles?
But that's what I was wondering too when I was doing that because I was so aware of the cameras and they kept looking at me and I'm going, maybe there's something in the camera angles, but I don't know if it's camera angles or us leading them to
So
the
it'd be
camera.
kind of interesting, like if I had a camera right here.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, then I
zoomed in on you and then one
and
zoomed
one
in on
here,
me.
which
Yeah.
we kind of did, and we actually were talking about renaming the cameras because I want Justin to learn how to use the switching, and we thought about renaming them, which would kind of be like Tim, Chuck, Mike.
Okay.
So that when Justin was doing it, if you were talking, he'd Tim,
Yep.
yeah, and kind of do through that.
Okay.
No, I thought it went well.
No, I think that I was able to keep the flow going. Other than at the end of it, then I was looking at you going, okay, what else do you want? And I didn't know more or less understanding the segment time and understanding the time limits and stuff because we didn't have the stuff up on what are you looking at?
I'm actually trying to see how our social media went, but since I think I was the only one that posted it,
I posted.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how Tim.
I shared it.
Tim got.
I got 3 likes.
Yeah. Good.
Thank
We're
you,
good
Joe,
with that.
Jenny, and Cheyenne.
And so, Julio, love you, buddy.
Yep.
Great productive meeting and interview on today. Very, very cool. Yeah, it's very exciting. Lucas Howe. That's I'm excited by that.
Yep.
All right, we do have a couple things that we need to cover. And this segment for those of you who like business, this could be kind of an interesting kind of piece. And let's see, I don't know how far we'll get through any of these pieces. We may just go ahead and drop off at 10 o'clock and start talking. But
All right.
a couple things I had on here for this week was our week in review. Obviously, we had Fixel. Fixel's moving forward, and we should probably get those guys out here at some point.
Yeah.
Fixel is one of our clients that we've been working with now for
2 years.
yeah, quite a while. Quite a while also. They actually coordinate the response for hail repair. When hail comes through a city, think like hail goes through Dallas, Texas, and there can be tens of thousands of cars that are damaged. And there's really no way of actually building a business model around repairing those cars. So they actually help coordinate response from people around the country to go in and fix those. And we're actually helping them build from what we understand, the world's first. Which, as far as we understand it, truly is. The world's first hail response system. So that's kind of a lot of fun.
We're working with a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I mean, his experience is really kind of fun. His Google experience.
Yep. Well, that place.
The other place.
The other place.
You always wonder what you can say and can't.
Yeah. So
It's social media. Can we just like do hashtag Google? I know I didn't really mean that. Oh wait, hashtag. Oh wait, hashtag Twitter. Sorry, I don't know. I mean, if we're social media, we're just tagging them. I don't know what to think about that.
I gotta love it. I would.
You would think. I mean,
free marketing.
These rules and licenses, who knows? We'll find out someday. We'll be hit by. Luckily, we've got an attorney who knows how to fight it,
We'll go back and
right?
hey, Jeremy, we have an issue.
And he'll look at us and be like, guys, why did you do that? It's like, yeah, we got you. JIFIX, JIFIX is the Joint Interagency Field Exploration. We did that last week. That's a organization that is the second time we've done a presentation to. They actually bring together different government organizations and non-government organizations called NGOs, and they were kind of reviewing some of the software that we use and had some great questions out of there. One of the ones that I know I fumbled, what was a lot of fun, is can your software be used for military recruiting? And I'm going, no!
You didn't quite say no, but you didn't answer it the way you answered it an hour later.
Right.
That's okay.
Now, tomorrow we have this gentleman.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, we don't have this contract signed yet. We don't have all the agreements in place on it. But this company that we're working in, it's actually bigger than Fixel. And by the way, just when we say that, which is kind of fun, the hail repair market is a $2 billion a year market. And understand we are a marketing company and we do talk about economic development. So when we speak business, we talk business and we like to understand the size of the market. And the hail repair market is about a $2 billion a year industry. The brokers, if you will, that currently handle that response right now represent about 30 to 35% of that. So it's $600 million to $700 million. And that is a piece. That direct piece is what Fixel's going after. Now they're significantly reducing that cost, which is why everybody's very happy to deal with them, and we're happy to be dealing with somebody who significantly reduces a $600 million dollar market, because even
it's
a significant
industry disruptor.
It's an industry disruptor. We're happy to deal with a company that does $200 million that uses our software. So just to show you, this is the actual. Ooh, you can't see it. So that is actually the first prototype that they have, and you'll get exactly what this is.
It's so crazy how much the profit margin is on it.
So this right here, all he does is he takes the different categories, tells you what it is that would be fixed in your house, has the average costs based in all of those are put on, like, so in this case, say the plumbers, actually the plumbers who are associated with them put in the average costs of those fixed. And those plumbers then basically have to be willing to sell it for those prices. So the homeowners know exactly what they're getting up front.
Yeah.
Easy.
September, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we should take a quick interlude.
Okay.
And there's this big stick
Oh,
figure.
yeah, we've kind of waited for quite a while. Stick figure. This is Tim's brainchild. One day, brilliant idea. One day, one of the It's like as a, all right, we do a lot with economic development, and one of the things we are firm believers in is using the resources that are available to you. Don't always look at spending all the money that you can. You know, do with it what you can. So we kind of thought we needed a mascot, a PR person, I don't know what you want to call them. I mean, you've got that
Spokesman.
A spokesman, right? You've got those other major insurance companies that have lizards. You know, you've got those other guys. Well, we didn't quite have all the funding that we needed to get a talking lizard. So Tim came up with a stick man. A stick man, is that right? And we named him. His name is Ulysses D. Constantine. It's UDC, which is actually a part of our core software, which is where we Udicci from. And we'll go through the reason for the name Udicci at some point in time. But Ulysses here is our friend. And Ulysses is kind of the primary character in our story that we call Udicci.
Representation.
He's the representation of the story.
That's
He's a character in the story.
He's a character as well.
He's a character
but
in the
he's
story.
also the representation of it, the way we always presented it.
Right, because he's faceless.
Yes.
Actually, we don't even know he's a he. But we did kind of name him. Okay, so, all right, so right.
Mike knows.
All right, so anyways, Ulysses here is our spokesperson, and there's reasons behind all of this, and we'll be getting into those in later times. Why his name is Ulysses, why Constantine, all has to do with kind of different times that people were freed from certain kinds of bondage, if you will.
He had to complexify my ease.
Oh, we had to give him a name. We had to come up with something that UDC stood for. Universal Data Corps? No, he's a stick figure. He needed a good name.
Exactly.
Ulysses. So yeah, this is Ulysses. We'll hear a lot about him. If you go out to our website, you might see him out on our website. He'll actually be walking you through what it is we're doing, and the website should be coming together a lot better in the next couple of weeks. And honestly, I even hate as I say website.
Yeah. Media Hub.
It's a media hub. Yeah, but what did you call it the other day for that meeting? Web application.
Yeah, web application.
Right. So we've been compared to kind of like as that Facebook for business, if you will, and you'll start to understand that as we put together the features in the next few weeks here, which are kind of fun coming together. All right. So what else do we have? We had a technology release. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, at 12:09 last night, I finally finished it. Got us to the next step. I'm getting to a point where hopefully we'll be doing weekly updates, as my business partner and Ulysses has said that we need to be doing. I'm at a point right now where I'm comfortable with the progress, but still working towards the next pieces of it. So, you know, we'll get there. Definitely moving forward quicker lately than ever before. So
Mike's awful quiet over there.
yeah, what's he doing?
Wake up!
I'm just listening.
Just listening. All right. So what do we get out of this release? What do we have now available on this release that I don't know.
I would say this was probably the biggest step towards what our brand representation is meant to be as far as Udicci delivers social solutions. The fact that we were able to completely go from ground up in 5 hours to a social solution and be able to present it in such a way that we can use now.
Which one is that?
Which one? Take one, or feel free to that.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
That's the Media Hub Management. Yeah, anyone.
So you did the Media Hub Management as a social solution.
Yeah.
Luckily, the one person who's watching us, Mike, actually understands what we're talking about by social solution.
Yeah, exactly.
No, there's one more person.
There's one more person.
So there's two people watching, including
Who's
me.
the second person?
Oh, would somebody please text Mike? He looks lonely over there. Let him know who's watching.
Or message in the window, in the live stream window.
Yeah, message in the window. Message in the window.
2.
1, 2.
We have a little bit of a delay, sorry.
So we got, all right, well, so let's see. What did we actually accomplish tonight? Well, we were supposed to talk about the segments. Didn't get that done. We talked to Lucky Caesar. We talked about the house band. We didn't really talk about the delivery of a social solution.
I just said it.
You said it. You did mention it. Oh, let's talk a little bit about
Next
the
week.
Soho.
Oh,
The
okay.
Soho. It looks like so the Soho
So it's small office, home office.
Small office. Self office?
self office.
Yeah, never mind.
Do you have something to say, Mike? Is the camera on you?
It is. Stick to the script.
I don't know that we have a script, but we're all good with this. So the self office, home office
Beer.
is a small business kind of trade show that's going to be in Rochester on
Yes.
April 6th.
April 2nd.
April 2nd. Okay, we got to. Now we have no time. So what?
It's your wife watching, Chuck.
Hi, wife. Thank you for watching.
Hi, Cheyenne.
Ray. So self office, whatever office.
The small office.
We're
home
actually
office.
going to try to bring our streaming to that show.
Yes.
We're going to try to actually stream some of our shows there. What day is it?
April 2nd is a, I don't even know, Wednesday?
I don't know. Mike's the producer.
Mike,
He's supposed
come
to
on,
be able to
Mike.
have those answers. We're supposed to be able to
What's
look
April
to him.
2nd?
April 2nd.
What are you doing over there? You're not paying attention. Take the
I was
earphones
checking
off.
social media. It's
a
a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. All right, great. It's a Wednesday. And I think we're going to be working with the Minority Reporter.
Yep.
And
the show.
What's that?
And the guys from the show, right?
Whatever it is. I think we're just going to share his booth.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So that way, because the agreements that we had with him previously,
Yeah.
this just kind of satisfies those agreements.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That kind of
funny. Right.
I'm good.
So he was good with that. And
well, we talked about making money at the show, so that would be
yeah,
even
that would
better.
be right. And you know, so what that is, the Minority Reporter is a local publication here in town that we are developing a very close relationship with. They run a couple different periodicals, newspapers, the Minority Reporter, Levos, and some other national thing on the for the veterans. Anyways, we've been developing a close relationship with them, and they're actually going to be doing a new show down here. I believe it's called Perspectives, but it's going to be a social hour. They put out a show every week right now on Channel 15, and they're going to come down on a monthly basis. Anyways, we've developed a relationship with them, and I think it's becoming closer. They work with small businesses, we work with small businesses. We work with the credit unions, they work with the credit unions. So it's a good relationship, and I think we're going to be working with them out at Soho. And we'll be out there streaming. He's going to be out there representing Minority Reporter. We're basically trying to give small business a way of getting their message out quickly, effectively, and affordably, if you will. So that will be going on.
So if anybody watching, okay, never mind.
So yeah,
Cheyenne.
I have like all sorts of things that we're supposed to talk about
tonight.
Yeah. So let's see what we have.
We should definitely
here.
talk about that.
What's that? Rahema?
Yeah.
Rahema home. Well, we already
Because
did
that's
that.
part,
Okay.
well, you introduced it earlier, so
Yeah,
we
we
come back to it.
Oh yeah. Oh, did I? Well,
Yeah.
thank you for reminding me of that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ulysses. Where were you? So Rahema Home is one of the is an organization that we're working with here in Rochester, New York, and they have some orphanages in Kenya. And we kicked off a major initiative with them and this year, December, down here at Blue Bar and Grill at the Underground. And we are looking to raise $10 million, or not raise, I'm sorry, that's not even a way of saying it. We're actually trying to help people lower the cost of their debt. We're trying to find people who want to save money on their debt, who might be buying cars, homes, home equity loans, all sorts of kind of debt. Because we work with Lexington Federal Credit Union, and what they are going to do is they're going to give 1% of any debt that is brought over to this nonprofit credit union. And I always try to highlight nonprofit financial institution because they're actually owned and exist for the good of their members. And they've agreed to give 1% of any of that debt that comes in back to Rahema Home. And what that means is simply this. Out of the $10 million that we're hoping to bring in this year, that 1% will be $100,000, which actually creates a brick making machine down in Kenya. And that brick making machine will be used to begin self-funding the orphanages down there, so that the children who live in the orphanages can start to be self-sustaining and actually creating revenue for the actual orphanages as a whole. Is that good?
That's good.
Yeah, all right, I'm good on that side.
Just want to make sure we come back and talk to you. That's all.
So I did have on here that we should talk about a few other things like a technology development, social solution. I looked at the garbage can lid, whole story behind that, we won't bother with it. Soho, business, cash cards, I don't know what that is, business cards. We gotta get the business cards done, Mike, because I was like, are we gonna get the business cards done? I'm like, Tim's got them.
I'm down to 4.
Cheyenne, I need business cards. I have a whole bunch of them.
Cheyenne, since you're the one watching, please stay on him.
All right. So I know last night. Okay, so what we were going to do tonight, and we'll have to come back to the segments, but we need to start defining some of the segments that we're going to have on our show on a regular basis. We do have a few of them, and they are there. But one of the things we want to do is create a social solution to help manage this entire process.
Yes.
So what we were hoping to do was to go through that entire process. But since Mike felt that you had nothing better to do in life, and he just took all of your time last night, he says, Mike.
Thanks, by the way, because it was 10 up to 12 before I went to bed.
Beep, 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 beep. I'm not supposed to swear in here.
So Mike last night decided to take all of your time because you do nothing.
Yeah.
And basically take the time to go through last night what we were going to go through tonight, which is cool.
It's good because I understand it now.
Right. But now what we want to do is
You're welcome.
So what we actually want to do is create a social solution for technology management. So now what we'll do is we'll take what you guys developed, and we'll measure, like we'll use our technology social solution, development, whatever, and we'll figure out would that solution allow us, Mike and I, to give to you the solution he gave you last night.
We did talk about that last night.
Right.
Yes, yes.
So that's one of the things I guess
It's more of a what did we call it last night? We called it a kind of a planning board or something along those lines. So it's the pre-step to defining what the mediators actually are, putting them into the system.
Yes, but I think that ultimately what we're looking for is a complete technology solution. So those things that you're sending to us every day, those are in the system.
Yeah, I was telling him last night that I'm trying to work on the ultimate solution that you and I have talked about a couple of times now, where you're just typing in stuff, and then you can say when you indent, this is a milestone, or this is a, if it's under a goal, or if it's under a plan, this is a plan step, or a budget, or whatever those pieces are. I've been trying to do my Word document in a way that represents what it is you're talking about.
Okay.
So I'm trying to learn from that, and I'm kind of hoping that before we get to that point, JQ Widgets actually, sorry. Damn. Beep, beep, edit that.
Beep, beep. Can we go back?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's twice tonight. See? Good thing we have an edit. We're not live, right? We got 2 people. But their editor, what I'm hoping is that it becomes to a point where it's override, like
We can use something like
add,
that.
yeah. So, and I've been doing colors and different styling inside of my Word document based on what I'm typing in.
Okay.
So,
Which is
that's what you've talked about.
right, but well before we get there,
Yes.
we'll just create a social solution for all of the technology.
Don't
plans.
disagree.
So that social solution, the technology development and quirk tracking, we want to kind of outline that. I guess we'll probably have to do that tomorrow.
We already have that. A lot of the stuff.
We already have a lot of the mediators, but now let's put it into a social solution.
Yep.
Right? And so let's.
There's still a little bit of work I have to do with data provisions, but that's okay.
Okay. So one of the things Mike and I talked about, and we have it laid out, is first off we need to start defining what's core, what's a social solution. We need to be very clear about that.
Yep.
And then what are enhancements? Because another piece that we were supposed to talk about today, and we can actually have this conversation. Let's just do this. All right, our audience of one and Joe who's sleeping, our audience out there, if we were to sit here and talk about
And your
like a
wife.
social solution.
Don't say it's not. It's an audience because it's your wife.
Oh, my wife watches me all the time and laughs.
Be careful.
So
I know this, but that's not the point.
when we say social solution, obviously most people don't know what we mean.
Right.
But if you were to think about having a piece of software that was delivered socially, that allowed you to interact with whoever you needed to interact with, when you needed to interact with them, and on those processes that made sense to interact with them, right? So that's what we do, right? That's where we basically create processes based on industry, and we deliver them, and people can kind of use them accordingly. What are some of the standards that we would think? What would we expect to find in a social solution? And there's a lot of those that we still need to kind of build into the system. A lot of them are very simple, but we haven't really focused on them too much.
logic.
So, no, not even business. No, more like I don't have it in front of me. More like comments. More like the notification systems. That we try to keep it pretty high. I think Mike and I only came up with like what 20. No, it was like 62, right?
Yeah, there was like 47, I thought.
I think we ended up with 10 to 12 things that we thought were relatively the norm.
I thought it was getting close.
No. Comments, right, as a normal thing. A lot of stuff we've already talked about. So one of the things we like that would be is like what are standards. So we want to kind of get the standards so we can begin working toward those little by little. Then we'll put in social solutions and kind of keep growing from there. So I guess that's probably something we'll have to just talk a little bit about tomorrow. And good. All right, then we will be back here next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
And Ulysses will
will
be here with us. And all right.
He might be a different color, but that's okay.
We definitely ran way over tonight, based on our plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, because ideally this is 9. What are we saying? 7:30 to 9. Our show runs.
And it's 10:08. Yeah.
We may, so we're gonna have to think through this, but it was definitely fun tonight.
I think the.
Wait, Mike has something to say.
Switch camera.
Oh, let me switch.
You should see him. He's over there.
We're at 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Way over.
And our stream.
Way
so,
over long.
Yeah.
But hey, that's okay.
Not bad for our first time.
We didn't
Back
have our entertainment tonight, so our
We didn't
entertainment
have our
was
screen
us.
up top.
Right, our entertainment was us.
We had our screen.
So
Extended breaks.
extended breaks, yeah. So we'll
gotta
go
plan
cut some
for
of
that.
those out.
We gotta make sure we're that. That was one thing I was thinking earlier.
And then we should, so we need to go edit those out, and all those breaks will just become behind the scene footage now.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll just kind of drop that without thinking about it. And
Anybody who's watching live, we apologize.
hi, honey. All right. So with that, we will end the show, and that means fade to black and white, and let us know when we're fading to black and white, and we are out of here.
Howdy.
All right. And we can call this a night now.
Holy crap, we did it.